I would definitely have to say that one of the true faces of the Star Wars franchise has got to be Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really excited to see in Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams is, of course, what kind of surprises and twists and turns and fan service and nostalgia he will actually be throwing into this film that will not only connect to the prequels and the originals, but also original and unique stuff that JJ will be implementing into this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the characters of Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. Specifically, a description of Kylo Ren on a wide bridge surrounded by darkness, as if Kylo is walking in space. It's described that Kylo hears screaming in the distance, as if someone is being tortured. The next goes over Kylo walking in this dark environment and approaches what appears to be a Bacta tank standing in this dimension or vision of some kind. Kylo examines the Bacta tank and begins to see a figure with lost limbs attached to wires. The body begins to turn around to Kylo and it is revealed to be Lord Vader with his eyes closed inside of the tank. The next goes over the eyes of Vader opening and eventually fading back into the middle of the tank. The tank begins to sink into thin air in this vision/dimension, only for it to vanish before Kylo Ren's eyes. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this and why. Honestly, it leads me to believe that this is indeed the worlds between worlds. Now, we have heard that Episode 9 will tie into Star Wars Rebels in some way, shape, or form. We do know that J.J. Abrams and, of course, Dave Filoni have had discussions with each other, and that makes a lot of sense as well. So, if we look at Star Wars Rebels Season 4, if you look at the worlds between worlds, it's very similar to this description that Kylo Ren is walking through. It's a dark space, surrounded by darkness for the character, walking on a bridge of some kind. Very similar to what's being described here and what we have seen in Star Wars Rebels Season 4. As for Kylo Ren seeing the Bacta tank of Darth Vader and Darth Vader inside of it with his lost limbs and being hooked up to the wires with the mask on his face, to me it sounds very similar to what they were trying to introduce in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, in a more vivid way. If you look at Rogue One, they really kept Vader obscured, right? They didn't really show his face too much. They only showed like the side of his face and his ear for a split second there as the fluids were draining. But now in Episode 9, it seems as though that JJ, Chris Terrio, and crew are experimenting and toying around with the idea of implementing the character of Darth Vader and showing us exactly what he actually goes through outside of the suit itself. It's a very interesting concept that I think needs to be explored all the more so in a Star Wars film. And especially for the character of Kylo Ren, to learn more about his grandfather. I think that this is most definitely not only a lesson for Kylo, but also a way of telling Kylo Ren that this is what you could become if you keep going down the same path as your grandfather, Anakin/Vader. Now, like I said before, this has got to be the worlds between worlds. I can't quite think of any other place that this could possibly be. This could, yes, be a vision. It could be a simple vision because Kylo Ren touched, let's say, for example, Darth Vader's lightsaber. Apparently, Kylo Ren does have the remains of Darth Vader's lightsaber. I don't know if you guys read some of the books out there, but the Acolytes of the Beyond supposedly have Darth Vader's lightsaber and sold it off to somebody within the Star Wars galaxy. So, there's a lot going on with Episode 9 and how it's going to tie into past films and certain concepts from The Force Awakens and even Rogue One that never made it to the finalized version of the movie. And that is one thing that I find so fascinating about this film, is because it really is going to be magical. It's going to have a lot of these nostalgic moments as well as unique and original pieces that are really going to make us pretty much feel shocked and awe. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when we look at the character of Kylo, we do know that he is going to be more evil than Darth Vader in this film, and that there will be a lot of elements of Darth Vader within the character created by J.J. Abrams. So, it's going to be a very unique angle to the Star Wars franchise, especially in Episode 9, where we do get to see Kylo Ren learning more about his grandfather Vader, and exactly what kind of effect that would have on the character itself. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content, content for today. Do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.